Just waiting for the recording.
But my recaps are slightly different. Anuj or Anil, can you confirm if you can see my screen? Day one recap? Yes. Okay. So my way of recap is slightly different. I love to tease people. This is part of some of my talks. So people who already seen the talk, do not give the answer. Let the other people try and figure out the answer first. Yesterday, we looked at the basics of Go, the constructs, maybe the for loop, and the slices, arrays, maps. And even today, we are not going to go through classroom training. You have to figure out your way through Go Tour or Go Play, effective Go. But to jog your memories so that it's 4 o'clock, hopefully people who are working from home, not sleeping at home. So let's see if you all can answer some of these questions. Here's an array of 8 integers. What do you think is the answer to this? It is okay for you to take this out. Don't try and go play with it. But somebody can guess the answer. The second line that you see there is actually literally a slice of the array. So what should the output be?
Yes. What should the output be?
4, 5,
4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Okay.
maybe 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
4,
4, 5.
7. 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6. And the array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? What is the length of the slice?
3.
3. As you can, that means when you say 3:6, the slice, the array is sliced from index 3 to index 6, including index 6. Am I right? No, it should be excluding index 6. Oh, thank you very much. It is
You all understood what I just played a trick on. So I know that there is going to be a little bit of confusion between mute and unmute. Don't worry about it. This recording is for us. Okay. So keep answering the questions. I will pause the videos, then we'll talk. Then I'll say, okay, I'm going to play the video again, and we'll play the video again. Okay. Playing.
Including both these indexes. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is including 3, excluding index 6. Fair enough? So far, so good. Let's add a little bit of magic to this. What happens now? I have manipulated or changed the value of the second element in the slice, not the array. What should be the impact on the results below?
Yes. Okay. 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everyone agrees 4, 5, 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, I'm playing the video now. Okay, I'm playing the video.
Any takers? It's not very complicated. It's actually this both get manipulated. A slice is not a copy of the array. A slice is peeking into the array itself. So when you change the value in the slice, even the value in the array changes. Let's push this tempo a little more. Any takers? What happens now?
Yes, what do you think, people?
11 will get added.
4, 5, 10,
Both.
11.
4,
And
5,
array
10,
should be
11. 4, 5, 10, 11.
4, 5, 10, 11 for the slice. Yes, you're absolutely right. What happens to the array?
The array might remain as it is.
Yeah, it might remain as it is.
Any other answer? Paramita, Harish?
7 and 8
It may
might
get
get
added.
shifted to right.
I think 11 appended it to the array.
Okay.
11 should be added.
I will give you
11
all
will
the
be added.
correct. I'll
Yes,
give you all
I too
the-
agree.
Okay, I'll give you all, when I change 7 to 10, 6 to 10, S2, that is the second S2 equal to 10. it changed the slice and the array, correct? It changed the slice
Yes.
Yes.
and the array. So when I'm changing something in the slice, does it impact the array?
It should.
Yes.
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 Okay. Let's have some fun and see if your answers are correct. Playing.
I'm appending to the slice. Interestingly,
Oh.
the slice gets appended by 11, but remember the 7 there before? It got changed to 11. The reason is because the slice is a pointer inside the array. It is moving ahead. Now let's look at a new construct here also. I know you all have not this construct before. I'm appending 3 elements. See this, the ellipsis that you see. The ellipsis is the 3 dots that you see towards the end. It simply tells the Go compiler to expand this array of integers by appending 3 separate integers one by one into the array. This ellipsis is a very common construct being used since the days of C. Can you give me an example where ellipsis is being used in C programming? But now I'm sure most of you all must be thinking, what is the answer? Any takers?
Yes. Any takers? What do you think is the answer? What happened? Hello?
We will be appending
when we pass-
12, 13, 14 to yes.
So 12, 13, 14 will get appended to the slice. That is obvious. Yes, I agree. What happens to the array?
It will remain as it is.
It will remain as it is.
8 will be replaced by 12.
Replace.
No, after 11, 12, 13, 14 will be placed and it will remain in the array, I think.
Yes.
Yes, correct. So I think between 7 and 8,
Yes.
12, 13, 14 will be replaced.
Okay, so it will be inserted. So basically it will be
12 will be
inserted.
visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gautam sir, I have a question.
Sure.
Does array size gets changed dynamically? Like we have statically given the size 8. So we are appending a slice of greater size. So will it dynamically change the size of array?
Anyone care to answer that question? It's the answer to the query.
Yeah.
So Sagar, you may have asked the question, but you have actually given the answer. Can anyone care to complete that answer of what Sagar has asked? He says, can the size of an array change dynamically? You can see that ARR is an array of 8.
No, array
So how
says.
does the size change dynamically? ARR is very explicitly 8. Slice.
So it will, yes.
So it should know. Otherwise, it's breaking the entire concept of an array, correct? Good. Keep asking these questions. The answer comes up right now. I'm playing the video. You all can mute.
Does that look weird? I'm sure some of you all do find it weird that the first append actually manipulated both the slice and the array. Second append did not manipulate the array, but only manipulated the slice. So I'm sure this is how you must be feeling. I wish I can see everyone's faces right now. But anyway, online training. The bane of online training is that I can't see anyone's faces. I hope you like that kid. Here, let's get into the details here. I shall explain this, and this is a concept that you all should understand so that it helps you understand basic concepts of Go. and how things actually work inside Go, once you understand these concepts, the concept of pass by reference, pass by value will all get clarified, hopefully. The initial part of the array is of length 8, capacity 8, and it has a pointer. So array is a struct internally which has 3 fields: length, capacity, and a pointer. Pointer points to the actual heap where the array is stored. The slice which was doing initially is peeking into the same array. That means the pointer values is the same. The length is 3, but the capacity is 5. The reason I've highlighted that 5 there, can anyone explain to me why the capacity is 5?
Sagar, does that answer your question?
Because array size is 5.
Yeah, why is the capacity 5? Why is the capacity 5? The capacity is 5 here because it knows that this entire memory pointer has maximum capacity of the slice, that is 8 right now. So the slice automatically adjusts the capacity to 5. So far, so good. Any questions? Okay, playing the video. Continue the video.
Mahesh? Yes, sir. Why is the capacity 5?
So, because we are given the capacity as 5 in the program. No, I can try it.
Yeah, try. Somebody else?
So the array length is 8 and this slice is starting from 3.
Correct.
So only 5 position is left. Therefore, it is given 5 as capacity.
Automatically. Because the slice is peeking into the array. The capacity of the array itself is 8. If the slice starts at index 3, remember 3:6 is shown below? Because the starting index, there are only 5 positions left. So your capacity is automatically set to 5 internally. Now, when we change the second position of S2 to 10, it's just going to the second index and manipulating 10, which is why we saw the change in both the array and the slice. When we append 11, we append it to the slice which manipulated the array. Okay? And the last one was very interesting. Because I want to append 3 more, it exceeded the capacity of the slice. So the slice got mem copied in a different location with a higher capacity slice, and it got appended there. That's why the array remained the same. The 8 did not change. Okay?
Did you all understand that part till now? Make sense? How slices and arrays are different from each other. But a slice peeks into the array, but the moment the array capacity gets sliced, it will just mem copy everything back and start its own thing. So you have to be careful when you're using a slice of arrays, a slice into an array. If you're just using a slice, you are always safe. If you are well within the bounds of an array, you are safe. But when you try to slice an array, all kinds of crazy things happen. All right? Any questions so far? Okay, the video continues into comparisons. I will pause when I want and I'll ask you all to answer.
Okay. Let's try one more stunt. This is another thing. What do you think is the answer?
Yes, what do you think is the answer?
False.
Answer.
False.
False, 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 false.
Yeah, sometimes things are quite straightforward.
Why did you all think it was false? They're exactly the same, right? Okay.
I thought the memory locations are compared.
Correct. No worries, no worries. Don't worry. I will change the. It'll keep happening. Don't worry. You're going to not. If you all get few of these answers correct, it's awesome. These are subtle things. Let's play the video. I'm playing the video now. Enjoy it.
It's true. It's obvious, right? I have exactly the same 3 array. How do you read this? For the recapping this, you read this as an array of 3 integers, 1, 2, and 3. Right? The colon equal to is an declaration and assignment together. And println is going to print true or false because this is a Boolean evaluation. Let's try this again. Now, instead of comparing an array, I'm comparing a slice. What do you think is the output?
Yes. What do you think is the output? Take a guess.
It should be false.
False.
I think now it will be false because now you are comparing addresses.
False. All right. Good. But what is the reason it will be false? You said, right?
Slice is just a
Any other
reference
answers?
to array. So
Anyone take us for true?
Maybe the capacities of both slices.
Yes, Santosh. So they are initialized in the same way. They are initialized and declared in the same way. So the capacities should ideally be the same.
So maybe the answer will be true.
Okay, so we have some false, some true. Let's see who got it right. Playing the video.
False.
And who said false?
Anil.
Anil, why do you think it's false?
Because it contains address. So S1 will have address and S2 have address, and they both will be different.
Correct.
I think so.
Correct. Not just that, this is a compiling error. Compiling error. You cannot compare to slices. The reason you cannot compare to slices is because a slice, remember, a slice is a struct internally which has a length, capacity, and a pointer. Right? So if you compare the two slices, it's actually invalid as part of it's an invalid operation in the Go syntax because those two slices are completely different. But you can only compare a slice to nil to assume that if the slice is actually initialized or not initialized. Okay?
So here is interesting. Did you all understand that difference? It sounds weird. There are only 3 constructs in Go which cannot be used using the equal to comparator. One is the slice, one is a map, and one is channels. We'll see all these over time, over the course of our duration of our training. But the point here is not to get scared about Go, just to understand that the underlying structures of different structs in Go matter. How we look at them matter. And we will see this very often about how a slice, how a array gets manipulated, so that when you all are coding later on, there should be minimal surprises. I'm sure you all will all be surprised still, but there should be minimal surprises. Fine?
Gautam, I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Tell me, Anusha.
Yeah, so like as we saw earlier, a slice has pointer, length, and capacity. So each slice will have the same structure, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
then, like, why can't it be compared?
Okay, because the
Because if
pointers.
they're having
So the type comparisons are related to 3 different things, and I have it in the slides later on, but I'll explain it. One is the type check, and then the data check, and the third check is actually if it's one of these 3 special structures: the slices, maps, and channels. So a type check is for an array includes the length of the array. Now, when you have a slice, it has these are the 3 most important data structures, the attributes of that struct: the length, the capacity, and the pointer. Even if the length is the slice of the 2 slices the same, and the capacity and the pointer are also the same, the 2 slices lead a life of their own, because I can easily append to one particular slice and it will automatically just reallocate somewhere else. You understood what I'm saying? We saw in the case that once a slice changes its capacity, it is completely reallocated. So the pointer will change internally. So if the pointer is not going to be the same pointer to that memory location, it is virtually impossible to compare it. So, as to keep things simple, the compiler doesn't allow you to compare slices. Fair enough?
Got it. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Can we compare the same slice with itself?
No, it's a compiling error. You cannot even compare the same slice with itself. But it's a good question. You should actually try this out.
Okay.
I haven't tried it out, but I'm pretty sure it'll give you a compiling error, invalid operation. Okay, think about it like this: that I can always have A pointing to the slice, B or pointer to the slice, and then change B as a pointer. So even if I compare A and B, they are actually the same. But from a compiler perspective, it's totally different. So they don't allow it as a compiling option. Okay, try it out. It's a good question, but it will fail. If it doesn't fail, definitely let me know. Okay. All right. Should we continue? Any other questions? Okay. Playing the video.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Gautam, if an slice is an struct, then an array in Go is also a form of struct because it also have length and capacity.
Yes.
So why it is returning true and it is returning false?
Correct. Good question. In Go, whenever you compare, you are comparing the type and the size of that element. So very specifically, when it's an array, the type of an array is the integer and the size along with it. So here is the weird part. In Go, if I have A1, which is an array of 4 elements, of 4 integers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and A2 is
Gautam, while you are typing, one thing which I don't think is correct here is that an array has a capacity. I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't read about it anywhere. So, according to me, what I think is an array has only length and the pointer to all the elements which are sequential in the memory.
right. Your probably length and capacity was there for modular display, but array is a struct.
Exactly. Yes.
You're right. So array contains only the length because it doesn't require the capacity. You cannot go beyond an array. You cannot go beyond the capacity of the array. So it is just to show that what is the length, what is the capacity. That is modular. But an array internally is a struct defined. Okay. Even A1 and A2 here. What is the output? Should it be? Are they the same? Are they not the same? It's obvious that they are not the same here, right?
Yes. Not same.
Correct. But here is the interesting part. This is an array type. An array is specifically the integer and the size. They are a combination of the two. Coming to this part, here I know exactly that the size of the type, the number of elements in the array as well as the array type. But in a slice, I do not have, it's a dynamic size. And so even though the pointer will be in both these cases is different, that's why when you are comparing the two, your slices cannot be compared because it just makes it invalid, saying that there are two completely different structures that you're trying to compare. That is the reason you cannot compare two slices. Does that answer your question or you need more clarity?
My question is, an array in Go is also a form of struct because if a slice is a struct and it has a property that it has a length, it has a capacity, and it stores an address. And array is almost the same kind of, and it has same kind of stuff. It has a length, it has a capacity, and it must be keeping a reference. So why it is returning true, and how array is different from slice?
So arrays are fixed. In arrays, the struct does not have a capacity, it has only a length. So in this particular case, the array says that it's of type integer of size 3. Even an integer of 3, and if this is what I was showing here, the code. These two arrays are different types.
Okay.
This will say false, mismatch type. See, did you see this error? It's mismatch type. It is not saying that it is false. It is mismatch type. The type is a array of 4 integers and a type is an array of 3 integers. Typically, in C, in Go, in C, in Java, and in most languages which are even typed, strongly typed, you have an integer array which is a type. The size of the array is not part of the type. In Go, the size of the array is also part of the type. Now, for a slice, it has a dynamic type, dynamic length. So how can we compare the type? That is why it is an invalid operation. Okay? Okay. Now we are going to get back to our program.
Right? I have a question.
Yes, please.
In the Go code, Go playground, can you switch to the playground, please?
Yep.
Over there, if you give a2 equal to 4 int 1 2 3, then should it say true? It will say false because
the fourth one has zero value. Fourth one has a zero value. So the rules for comparison in Go are, you have to look at the type. If it's an array, you have to look at the size. Then you have to compare the data. There are certain elements like maps, slices, and channels which cannot be used with the comparison operators. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So far, so good. Any other questions? Any other questions? Did this get you a double clarity of my explanation as well as in the video?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
All right. Continuing the video now. Ensure that you have kept tour.golang.org open. This is where we can get a very quick tour of Go, and this is for self-study than me going through all these sections. The Go playground is where we try these small stunts, and effective Go is our Bible, which will give you all the kind of information that you require for writing good Go code. And excuse me, Golang, the packages is where you will find all the Myriad packages for whatever you want to do here. These are the 4 things which are critically important. Now, I hope everyone here has got these 4 pages: Go Tour, Go Playground, Effective Go, and the Go packages open on your laptops for ready reference. Okay. Continuing the video. Yesterday, we tried building the game of Hangman. Again, for the benefit of everyone, I'm just showing you all what the Hangman game should look like. The Hangman game should actually look like this. Hangman is a game where you have, in this particular case, 5 characters left, a 5-character word, and you have to keep guessing the word. It should tell you if the word exists multiple times, it should get replaced. And you have only 8 chances. We have to show all the guesses that you've done, and finally you have to choose whether the word existed or not. Okay? We are going to build this game. Yesterday we reached, Anuj, I believe you also reached this level itself, right? Where we initialized the code. So I've paused the video right now. How many of y'all have got this program running on your machines, or at least to the level where we reached yesterday? If you haven't, this is a good time to actually recap it. Do you want me to paste the link again of yesterday's gist? Does anyone require it, or do you have it already?
We have it already.
Everybody has it? So have you all been able to actually?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So if everyone has it, in case you don't have it, just put it on chat. I will paste that link again, and that's where you can start, because I'm pretty sure somebody may have had problems with the machine. It is okay. It is okay to even start all over again. Pause just unmute yourselves and say, hold on, I want to catch up. I will pause the video and we'll catch up on that program. But it is critically important that everybody has this program running, at least till where we are now. Also, there are certain people pausing, asking questions during that video. So don't think that it is you will be interrupting some recording and stuff like that. I've already interrupted 5-6 times already. So unmute yourselves,
and say, I have a question. I will pause the video. We'll answer the question. If you have a problem in your code, you can share your screen. I'll help you fix it also. Fair enough? Okay. I'm now playing the video, but it's important that we play along with the video.
Where we initialize things, initialize the entries, the placeholders, and kept it here. Like yesterday, yes, the target today is to get somehow or the other get this game working. Okay, with the word elephant. If we finish earlier, Anuj will ping me on chat and we can regroup and see the next part 2 of this game. As part of this, it is not the important point is not trying and just finishing the game, but the important part is trying to understand different nuances. I'll start with a quick recap on this. Every Go program has to have a package. In this case, if you have package main, you cannot build a binary without a package main. Import is just like any other languages. We are importing different packages. Fumpt is the formatting package, which helps us print to console, format code, format lines, stuff like that. Strings is for string manipulation. Our function main has a word elephant. We decided that entries will be a lookup. Entries is all the entries input values done by any of the users while playing the game of Hangman. A placeholder is what we saw was the exact bracket with an underscore replacement. We initialized the placeholder is going to be an array, is a slice of strings. And then we initialized each of these, each of the placeholder with underscore. So there are two ways to initialize placeholder. This is how you initialized it yesterday. Make array of string, length of word. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So for those whom this was a new syntax, there are a few built-in functions that Go provides, like make, len, and append. These are common built-in functions which can be used to make different things, find the length of different constructs, and append. So make is going to make a slice of strings with the length of the word, which is dynamic, and a capacity of word. Okay. And then, unlike languages like Ruby, where it's just very easy to initialize to whatever you want, here we actually have to iterate using a for loop the placeholder to underscore. So far, so good. We are initializing chances to 8. What is the data type of chances here?
What is the data type of chances, people?
Integer.
Okay, implicitly. Yeah, just these are all just my checks to ensure everyone is still around. Okay, don't worry about it. Playing the video again.
It's an int. Okay, and it's an int. So now this is the implicit declaration and assignment of chances to 8. Then we are going to enter our for loop. This is an infinite for loop where we are trying to evaluate a loss. We are trying to first get the user input. For that, we use string.join, and we joined all the placeholder values and then compared it to the word. So if your chances are 0 or your user input is not equal to the word, it's a game over. Similarly, if the user input is equal to the word, you win. So you break out, stand from a standard for loop. We reached just println is just printing an empty line. Then we printed the placeholder and printed the chances. And then we iterated this we iterated this map to get all the keys, because I don't really care about the value, which is Boolean, so that I can print out all the keys. Any questions so far where you want to recap or just find out what worked here? You've seen a different construct which I may not have explained. What Shailendra wanted to do was get the keys of all the entries in a separate function.
So here I've paused the video. This is a quick idea about how we can write functions take functions which return values and stuff. So this is an example of that. It is not necessary for you to essentially change your code for this, but understand the nuances around it. Again, in case you're stuck on anything or didn't understand or want me to recap something, especially, are you clear about the make? People, are you clear on make?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we
Yes.
okay. We'll continue a video. In case of any questions, please just unmute and say, wait, I have a question, and I will pause the video, right? Continuing the video now.
So the get keys is the method name. Entries is the map of string bool. What should it return? An array of string. In this particular case, I'm intentionally going to put a named return. I'll explain that for everyone's benefit soon. And this is exactly what we did here. In this particular case, I have named my return value. So I do not even need to specify you need to return keys. It will automatically return keys from here. Any questions on this? In Go, in case somebody talks about what we call as a naked return, this is called a naked return. If I just specify the data I want to return, then I better specify whenever I'm calling return what I want to return here. Recommended way is always to return with a named return. Reason? Because then you can easily manipulate and just call return anytime. Otherwise, you have to initialize a lot of the return values every time. Okay. So I will replace this get keys. So all this can be deleted now. And we'll just say get keys. Okay. Now, this is where we reached yesterday. So far, so good. Any questions? Now we go to the next part of actually taking input. So the idea here is we are going to take the input. Then we are going to compare and update the entries, placeholders, and chances. And then automatically, once the loop completes in the next iteration, it will evaluate whether you won or you lost or you want to continue. Okay, so let's start this. F from scan ln is as good as trying to get a buffer from the console. Okay, as with anything else, it will always take including the new line. Right? So now tell me what is the logic that we need to apply here. Let's put the logic there so that we are all clear about what we are going to do. Once I take this entry, okay. Once I take the entry, first I want to see if has somebody actually repeated the character. Is this entry already done? Okay. So in this particular case, suppose I guessed A correctly. I don't lose a chance. Total 8 chances. I've made 2 mistakes. E and D. That's why it has become from 8 to 6. So far, so good? Yeah. Now suppose I choose E again. Should I lose a chance?
No.
I shouldn't lose a chance, correct? Because it's repeated. Let's just solve this part first. One at a time, small pieces. Okay? How do we do this? That if
any questions so far? You all understood the duplication, how to avoid the duplication. This is just taking in the data and trying to avoid losing a chance because of a duplicate letter. Okay?
But Gautam, should we mention here that he has already entered that? By mistake, he would have entered that.
What? The guesses?
Yeah, I mean, if he enters here.
Right. So if he enters the same letter again, we can always, so in this particular case, I'm ignoring it, but you can definitely put out a message there. Hey, okay. I mean, put out some message. Are you trying to message? But as long as the chances don't reduce, I'm okay. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all have understood the problem we are trying to solve. I'm playing the video now.
It is entered and it's already there in the map. Then just continue. How do I do this? Here we look up. Here is the idea of where we want to see how to look up an entry in a map. Correct?
Correct.
Looking up a map. I can easily tell you all how, but it will always be better if you all look through these things and find out how this works. Maps. Okay, this is the one that we want to see. Map of string to an integer. String is the key, integer is the value. This is how I insert into the map. Correct? How do I read from the map? This part. So can somebody tell me now, after reading this page, what am I supposed to do?
Entries of str exactly equal to
entries of str.
We want to check the key.
Check. Correct? Test that a key is present with a 2-value assignment. Or retrieve an element. See the last one. What does it show? M answer, value, V0, present, false. Because it's deleted if it's not there. So this OK is true or false. Correct?
Yes.
So can we just do OK? Do I care about the value right now? Or do I care about the key?
No.
So if I don't want to vary, if I don't care about the key, how do I just ignore the key?
Underscore.
Yes. Good. So underscore, OK. Do I do an assignment or what? Colon equal to or just equal to?
Colon equal to.
Because I'm utilizing a new variable called OK. Please, people also feel free to answer here directly. When I'm asking a question in the video, think of it, I am only asking the question. तो बिंदास answer करो इधर से, okay? मेरे को भी अच्छा लगेगा. Playing the video. What is the type of OK? Data type?
Boolean.
Same data types.
Correct. If OK, because I know Boolean, I can directly check if OK is true. That means it exists, correct? Right?
Yes.
Continue. Simple? So far, so good? Check if the letter exists in the word. Right?
Right.
Okay. Then I always write my logic. If it exists, then what? If it exists in the word, then what are we going to do?
Then we can update the placeholder.
How many times?
Find the indexes where. Right.
Correct.
If there are two places to update the placeholder, we need to find the index where to place it.
Correct? If it exists, update the placeholder indexes. Correct?
Right.
Okay.
Also, we need to update the entries.
Correct. Update entries. What else?
And decrement. No. Yeah, that's
Correct. And if doesn't exist, then what?
Decrement the chances.
decrement of chances. and update entry.
And update entry.
So we can do that first only.
Correct. This is why we write our logic first. Correct? This is what you have to do. Anything else that we need to do here? Okay, so let's start one by one. I paused the video just to let you all know also here. If you have a slightly different take or different approach on this, speak now on it. Okay. In my trainings typically always have some sort of googly in it. So I will probably take people in a slightly different direction and then get them back. So if you find out that there is an easier way, better way, or correct way to do it, please feel free to say, hey, wait, Gautam, why not do this right away? Okay. It will help us out move ahead faster. Playing the video now.
Gautam sir.
Sorry, Deepali, you had a question?
Yes, sir. That in that get keys function that we wrote while earlier, in that we don't we need to pass the parameter of for entries?
Absolutely. You are spot. Exactly. So you are spot on, correct? In fact, what you'll see it in the video. Correct it.
Okay.
Then what?
Decrement of chances. And update entry.
And update entry.
So we can do that first only.
Correct. This is why we write our logic first. Correct? This is what you have to do. Anything else that we need to do here? Okay, so let's start one by one. Update entries. How do I update entry now? I'm updating a map. How do I update a map?
Entries of str is equal to
entries of str equal to
false initially. Actually, we need to check.
Doesn't matter. It can be true. I really don't care what is the value. I just need a map so that it's easier for faster lookup. Correct? Have you all understood? I could have easily made entries an array and then I'd have to iterate over that entire array to find if str exists there or not. Correct? Instead of that, I have made it a map so that lookup is easy. Okay? Okay. I'm also a stickler for trying to reduce indentation. Because this is bad coding practice to get your code indented. So I would recommend that get your code back. This is correct. If it's going from here, it's going to continue. So this code should remain here itself at this level. Have you all understood what I'm doing? Basic coding ethics, coding hygiene. Fine. So far, so good. We updated entries. Now we want to check if the letter exists in the word. I have to compare every letter in the word. Right? Here is the interesting part. Let me show you some Go play. str equal to elephant. For index value equal to range str. Do we want to recheck what is range? So range is something that can iterate over a slice or a map. Interestingly, range can also iterate a string, very specifically for a string. If I didn't want to do this, what would I do? Let's not iterate over the string like this. I want to iterate over the entire word. So can I split my word into an array?
There is a function called split in string package.
Okay, let's go to string package then. Strings, not string.
Strings, right?
Strings package. Anyone see something that can help me out?
Split function is there.
Split. Why am I looking at this and not Stack Overflow or Google? Because I get to see a shitload of other functions that are here also. Trim, interesting. Split, by example. Okay, everyone has used split, so I'm going to directly use split here. Temporary word equal to strings dot split word. Split on what?
Empty string.
Correct. Okay, now temp is my array.
Yeah.
For index, value, range, temp. Okay. Now I is the index, V is the value. So far so good. Everyone with me? Now tell me the code. V equal to str. Correct?
Then update the placeholder.
Then I update the placeholder.
Placeholder of I.
Placeholder of I
is equal to V.
Equal to V. Good. Otherwise,
Decrement.
should I use an else or should I just use another if statement?
If statement because we're going to do the same thing either way.
Exactly. Sorry, what is that, Dustin?
No, never mind. I think somebody was saying the same thing I was.
Correct. Okay. And what do we do here? Decrement chances. We already updated entries. Decrement chances and continue. Question is, do I break here? Yeah, go ahead.
What if we are comparing the value, means it is a single character from like elephant, so E equal to str, right? So what if this str is multiple character word, like we are going to accept it that way also, right?
Absolutely. I was waiting for somebody to tell me this. There are two problems here actually.
Yes.
So see the program here. I can actually check this out. Books. And it shows me that one of my chances is gone is books. You see this? For now. So I had a couple of people. I've paused the video. Okay. This is me talking here. I had a couple of people send me programs about the working code. However, this is something that you all seem to have missed, that I can actually work with a word itself. Like in the video that you can see on the screen, if I type books and it's actually the word, it should actually say you win. Okay. Food for thought. We will solve this problem also, and we'll see it. And I'll reply to people who sent me their code or the links for their GitHub or Gist. I'll reply with my comments to it also. But let's continue. So far, is everyone following the video? Are there any additional clarifications that are required from anyone? For anyone? Okay. Yes. Anything?
Okay, I'm playing the video. I'm continuing it. I hope everyone is also following the code and writing, updating their code with this as we speak, or you can see it later on, but preferably now. Playing the video.
Let's go slowly, step by step, and we'll come to you. This is Shailendra, right?
Yeah.
So Shailendra, okay. For now, let's assume that we are all nice guys and we'll enter only one character. At least let's complete one loop of the program.
Okay.
Then we look into the word. There is still a problem. And all of you are programmers and all of you have missed this part. It hurts me a lot. Which part?
That chances.
Implementing one, chance one. But that should not be happening.
Can somebody tell me the gross error here?
The chances are decreasing with every iteration in the placeholder.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What should we do? Like I said, yeah, even in this code, like I'm saying, and you'll see me say this in the video. I'm just following your instructions. So people, I told you my googly dalega. You see something wrong happening, tell me, Gautam, stop. Like Paramita mentioned earlier for get keys. It's highlighted right now and you will see the program fail and the reasons behind it also. It's also good learning. When you see something wrong, flag it out immediately, keep it going. So how do we solve this problem of chances being decremented for every iteration?
We can use a flag.
Excellent. You'll see the video follows exactly your approach. Well done, Sagar. Playing the video now.
The outside for loop. Yes.
Thank you very much. After all, I'm just following your code. I'm following what everyone else is saying. So what should I do here? These chances should not be done here. What should I do here? Good.
Maybe take a flag which can determine whether the character is found or not.
Guys, basic programming. I'm here to teach you all Go, not how to code. Now what?
If not found, then decrement it.
Then I decrement chances.
Chances
minus. Yes. So I intentionally try. So that's a good question. You brought that up. The auto increment and auto decrement works in Go, but I would strongly recommend that you know exactly what you're doing, because you want to avoid all these the nonsense of pre-increment, decrement, all that stuff, which does not happen in Go, but can cause a lot of confusion later on. So I would recommend you all to just write simple code, which is completely clear, which is unambiguous code. Okay.
Yeah, right.
There is still one thing missing, but we'll get to it later.
Gautam, are we handling the case if the user input numeric value? Suppose if the user enters 0 instead of the character or string.
Okay.
So are we handling that case?
Should we? Question is, should we?
Yeah, should we?
I don't know. I mean, it's Hangman. If you want to enter 0, I think you should lose a life. Remember, even if I enter 0, it's still a string. So you have guessed wrong.
It shouldn't matter actually,
That's
because
correct.
Whatever, if you're not guessing the letter correct, it's a wrong guess.
Correct. That's why if you see in the code, if you enter 0, it will go as a wrong guess. So far, so good. Are we good? Is the program running? Anything missing? Well, the best way to do this is compile a code and see if it works. Shall we try it? Okay. Damn, the code worked. Okay. Let's see. Something somewhere has gone wrong. There is some extra spaces which came in here. E and E is gone off the tangent. Okay, let's fix that first. Help me out. Can you all see the problem, people?
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone see the problem?
Yes.
All right, somebody fix the problem for me, please.
And I've paused the video. What do you think is the problem? Anyone? So, Paramita, you already got. Hey, by the way, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Paramita?
It's Paramita.
Paramita. Okay. So Paramita, you already answered one question. The reason why, just a little, I'm just rewinding a little bit more. Oh boy, too much.
I think
So the
you got
reason,
me confused with someone else.
I think it's Dipali.
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Who had asked? Who had said the get keys? Deepali, yeah? Yes, Deepali.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Sorry, my bad. Deepali, you had pointed out get.
Yeah, so the parameter was not passed for get keys.
So why am I seeing the pointer being repeated?
Um, so can I see the code? I missed that part, huh?
We'll solve it.
Mm,
It's part of the video. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
oh, so
Sorry, I have muted you right now because I'm keep getting an echo. Is that only me or I don't know? But if you're saying something, unmute yourself and say it. Deepali. What happened? Deepali, can you unmute yourself?
yes, sir.
You were saying?
No, sir. I think there should be syntax error, no, because we didn't pass the parameter. So why the address got printed? I am.
Good.
I think it should
Hold that thought. Yes, Ashwini. What were you saying?
It should give comparison because the parameters arguments which
No, Ashwini, again, I think Deepali, there is some problem with an echo whenever you're speaking. Okay, so Ashwini, just answer that question.
so I was expecting this should give compilation error because this get keys expects one argument, but we are not passing anything.
Absolutely right. But you'll realize shortly why it's not giving compile error. And it's a very basic thing that we all do every other day also. You'll realize it as part of the video plays. So the first problem we are going to solve is getting that extra spaces out. I'm playing the video where we solve the problem. Okay? Playing it.
So we'll keep this for now so that we get to see this thing. All right. What else? There was something else wrong. Chances is fine. Well, the best way to do this is.
Hold on. Just getting the. Oh my God, where did I go?
Okay, let's fix that first. Help me out. Can you all see the problem, people?
Yeah. Yes.
Everyone see the problem?
Yes.
All right. Somebody fix the problem for me, please. Oh yeah, I see the problem.
So we should know actually.
No. I was showing this earlier. This should work now because I'm appending to the slice. If I use this one, then I should also just change this to placeholder I equal to underscore, right?
Did you all understand the first problem? How I fixed it?
Yes.
The idea is that, initially when I was writing the program earlier, I had initialized an empty slice. So you can keep appending an empty slice. It will take only those length of the word placeholder, the underscore. However, while in the part of the recap, I showed how you can make a placeholder using make. And when you specify the length of the word, it already created 8 placeholders. Now, placeholder is a pun there, but it created 8 elements. Now, if I append to that slice, it is now going to create 16 elements in that slice.
Right.
Is it clear?
Yes.
So the fix for that is as simple as either making this code. If you use make, then just assign the index with the right element with the underscore, or revert the code to a slice. I don't know what I've done in the video. Let's see.
Correct. So we'll keep this for now so that we get to see this thing. All right, what else? There was something else wrong. Chances is fine. So this one is fixed now, I guess, correct?
Yeah.
This is printing the address. How do I fix that? Chances, get keys. What is the problem? Oh, this is hilarious. What is the problem, people?
We are trying to print the entire array stuff. We haven't called the function. Yeah.
Oh, like what the hell? That's why I just printed the pointer, the function pointer. Okay.
Does that answer your question? These are kind of silly mistakes that I always make. Okay. Is it clear for everyone why it's not a compiling error? I've been asked to print a function pointer. It printed the function pointer.
Right.
Everyone clear on this part? If there are doubts, this is a good time to stop me and ask me. I'll clarify some more doubts. Okay. Is everyone following the program so far and has reached this part till now? I'm hoping so. Okay. I'm playing the video.
This is what happens when we mix Ruby and Go together. All right. What happened here? I didn't build it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if I type E, I get E, right? I'm going to type X. My chances are working, right?
Right.
Any guesses? H-A-N-T. You win. Okay? Is that program simple enough? Any questions so far?
Sir, can you go bottom of the program?
Yeah.
I don't find any reason to split the word. We can range over the word also, right?
Good. Yes, you can. So this is because it just makes life easy, but let's do it your way. I completely agree with you on that part.
So this is now, we are just trying to take a different approach. Just to explain this, I want to iterate through every character in that string. That's why I initially split it. But here is a new construct and the right way of iterating a string. We'll see that right now, playing the video.
So if you have to range over the word, how do we do it? For I, V equal to range word. Okay.
Right.
Let's have a little bit of fun. I will intentionally go playground to iterate over this, and that's why I did not show this earlier. What should get printed? Hello, what's going on here? Because when you iterate over a string, what you get back is a rune.
Correct.
The ASCII value of the character. Okay, so to see this, okay, is easier done this way. %D, %V, and /n, sorry. Okay, so this particular one is the character. So if I print this as the %C, it will probably work fine. Okay, but if I just print it as V, what is V is effectively a rune. What is a rune? Anyone? We had seen this yesterday. Correct. Basically, the point is when this is very specific. So people, this is very, very specific only when you iterate over a string. Now the question is, how do I compare it?
Typecast.
Typecast to what?
String.
Good. And why string? Because my input is a string.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I say input equal to E, if input equal to
String. There is package called string. Okay.
This is the easiest.
Yeah.
Yay. This is why I keep the playground around. So for these small kind of things that you want to test, this is the easier way to just go test there. So what do we do now here? If v equal to string str,
It should be other way around.
String.
Yes. Thanks, Ashwini.
what
Correct.
should be other way around?
String equal to string of V. Comparison. You should typecast the value V.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God, sorry.
Good catch, Ashwini.
Okay. I will give an error. All right. So far, so good. Let's just quickly test this code out.
We need the I, right?
Oh, we need the I. You're right. We need the I because I am taking the I for the placeholder I.
Right.
Somebody cannot use V type as string in assignment. Type rune.
Can somebody help me solve this problem? There was a problem of comparing the placeholder I with V. Anyone?
While
Is
assigning
integer.
also we should convert to string.
Converted
Yeah.
to string.
Yes.
Good.
It's empty.
Typecast. Good.
Yes.
V is
Typecast.
integer value.
Video. And the error says it all. Cannot compare string with rune. So I will convert the rune into the string that you will see right now in the video. Playing the video.
Go is very specific about what we have to do. Placeholder is an array of string. V is a rune. So we haven't typecasted it to a string. That's why it will give me a compiling error. So now we go E, it works fine. L, P, X. There's something wrong.
To type X.
There's something wrong. Because I'm also getting all the entries that I've made, which are valid entries also I'm getting here. Do we want to keep this or we want to only update the entries with the chances that are there? And I'm okay with the program right now. This is fine. Let's move on. Let's keep that thing later on.
Did everyone understand the problem there? So I will just get back. Yeah, I'll just get back to that screen a little bit just to. So in this screen that you're seeing right now, every chance, the E, L, and P, they are also part of the chances or as part of the entries. It is okay to show it. But if you want to actually show proper what you have guessed, because we're already seeing E, L, E, P in the placeholders, we might want to show only the wrong guesses for ease, but it is okay. That's what the program states, and it's up to each one how you write your own program. So I'm okay with it. That's what I keep mentioning here, and we can continue. So far, so good. Okay, playing the video now. Playing the video.
Do we want to keep this, or we want to only update the entries with the chances that are there? And I'm okay with the program right now. This is fine. Let's move on. Let's keep that thing later on. I'll show it to you what there's a simple way to do it by changing the way we do this part, but we'll do it later. But what is more important here is I want to also handle things like somebody guessing the word directly. This should say you win. In fact, it's just picking up the first letter only every time, or nothing. Did I guess the word here? I guessed the word. It should show it's one. How do I fix this part? Has everyone understood my quandary right now, the problem? I have to go character wise, but I want to type. I guessed elephant. This should work. How do I fix this? And this is what Shailendra, you were asking earlier.
And this is something that I saw missing in the programs that I got, unless I misread the programs, where I guessed the character wise, but not word wise. We'll see how quickly we can fix this for words also. Playing the video now.
If you guess a word, it should work.
I think we need to check whether it is a single character or a word.
And how do I do that? Correct.
Word, I think.
Yes.
No,
easier.
String length greater than 2. Correct? Just compare the word. Word with str. And if it's not, decrement the chances and move ahead. Update entries, decrement chances, move ahead. Make sense?
Can we iterate over str?
Can we iterate over?
str, our logic, present logic, can we move it into the iterator? So that way we don't have to specifically check the length. Every time it will perform the logic.
But
overkill, no?
But if we are in the second chance, we have already entered a few of the characters and we are entering a word. So this logic is okay.
Overkill, na then? Akshay, you'll have to check the word and see if string length, if str is more than 2 letters, then check again. It's way complicated below. You can do it, but I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, understood.
Correct, na? Now you can just break here.
Right.
Else, should I put an else here? I need to make it lose a chance. But I have to be very specific. Because if this is false, it is still going the else. So I probably want to do. And this is just basic logic, okay? If the length of string is what do I do? If it's greater than 2, if the word is correct, you break. Otherwise, you lose a chance. Otherwise, just continue here. Correct?
Yeah.
This break will break from the if loop or the for loop.
Gautam sir,
What will happen? Will it break? Yes. Ask a question. Yeah, go ahead.
can we do one thing like can we compare the length of string equal to length of word?
Yeah, why not? It's just comparing two integers. But why do you want to do that?
And
So I mean, just
string
declare the
equal to
length
word. So
and
we will
not
not need the
the
inner if
actual
else. It will just work with
characters
single.
inside.
So we are directly comparing the length of string that we are taking as input and also the word that is being taken as input with the inner
Yeah.
chosen word, which is to be find out. So we can directly interpret from that now that it is the right word, or else chance will reduce. There is no need of inner if else in that case.
But what happens if I type the exact number of characters only then, but the different characters? So you mean if length of I see what you're saying. So basically, I'm just typing on chat just to get an idea what you're saying. If length str equal to length word and str equal to word. Is this what you're saying? The condition I have pasted on chat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just thinking this through. Yeah, of course, fine, absolutely, it'll work. Fantastic, good. Anyone sees any problems with this? And if not, then just decrement a chance and continue, right? Absolutely, this will work, Sagar. Good. And we've reduced more lines of code. Good stuff. Everyone understood? I've pasted on chat. That could be a better optimization here too. Good. I'm playing the video.
Okay, just checking. No, just checking if everyone is awake, man. There's nothing called break from an if, right? Okay. Will this work? Except for one missing thing. Entries. str equal to true. And continue. Guys, don't forget these things. Correct? Anything else? Or try it out, let's see. E works. Wrong word. Chance decremented. Sorted. Tomorrow, we are going to up the tempo a little bit. Playing this game of Hangman with just the word elephant every time is freaking boring. Right? Tomorrow, I mean, what's the point? Tomorrow, we are actually going to use 2-3 things. Tomorrow, we will get a random word from an online dictionary. For example, I actually don't know the word here. See this. This is a different program, okay? This is Hangman Ref, which I've already built earlier. This is not the Hangman. This is our Hangman method. This is Hangman Ref. I genuinely don't know what this word is right now. So it is a lot of fun to play this. Okay. So I don't know what the word is. It's gone to an online dictionary, got me that word, and is playing Hangman with me. So we'll learn how to do an HTTP call tomorrow. Also, if I have to run this program like this, I need to also run in test mode. Dev. This will be my elephant so that I can test my code. So we learn how to work with flags. We will learn how to use HTTP call and get the word and integrate the entire program. It will start looking much better. Then I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m.
Okay, so what we've done till now is just got the basic program working. I would expect now to have a working program from everyone tomorrow. However, unfortunately, tomorrow we'll have to push the training. Tomorrow I won't be available in the evening, so we'll have to push the training for Friday. Is that okay with everyone? So day 3 will be on Friday, not tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, now you have one extra day to get this running the way you want it. If you finish the code, send me a gist or a GitHub link on this. It'll help out completely. Okay. Also, next session, we'll be looking at slightly more complex details. So not just completing the program, but we'll also look at the object-oriented nature of Go, and then complete our program with it, as well as see function receivers and stuff. So the next session is going to be heavy. ये अभी बोल रहा हूँ, it will cross 1.5 hours to 2 hours for sure. Not 2 hours, but 1.5 hours it will definitely cross. So next on Friday, the training might go on. Can we start maybe half an hour earlier or so? Is it comfortable for everyone?
Yes.
Or should we? Can we start at like say 5?
Yes.
So keep it 5 to 7. It will be easier because I know that it will be heavier. I'll get it done, but I want you all to end this weekend with a little bit of inspired Go rather than holding your head saying किधर फंस गया मैं. ठीक है? So I'll catch everyone tomorrow and try and get this program finished off the way it was in the recording. I will get the recording of this video maybe in a few minutes. I will share the link. Did everyone receive the mail yesterday on Go? Did you all receive the mail yesterday for yesterday's training session?
Yes.
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 Good.
Yes, sir.
There was somebody, I forgot, somebody asked me to request access for the link. Please use your Josh software emails. You will get access to that recordings. In fact, all the past recordings also. All of them are there. Okay? So I'll send this recording again. You all can use it as a reference, but please have the code ready by tomorrow. Are we good? Any other final question? Any questions? Okay.